honest, none of us want to age, but we're working with aged meat today, right?
Yeah,
This is the only time this is good. It's like
Yes.
wine. Aged wine is good. Aged cheese.
That's right. And one of the things about aged meat, why is it so good, is because we intensify the beet flavor by evaporating the water content.
Okay.
So for all of you, instead of paying a ton for aged beef, you can buy a nice piece of steak, you sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on it, and then you put two pieces of paper napkin, one in the bottom, one on top of your refrigerator as far as the top shelf goes. Let it sit for 24 hours. You already have an aged beef right there.
Really?
Intense flavors,
Okay.
and then you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it.
Is that similar to the process that it's done if you buy aged?
Exactly. What I do in the refrigerator, I take an entire loin and I slowly put it in the refrigerator and I age it for minimum of 6 days because the piece of meat is much larger. And that's exactly. So we have wet aging and we have dry aging. Okay. Those are the two different kinds. Here we have a tenderloin of beef with beautiful marbling, and I have aged it at the restaurant, and this is going to be one of the specials for New Year's Eve. And we got a pan that I seared the tenderloin on. What did I use to sear it? I used some peppercorn. Remember, everybody, when the peppercorn is ripe and ready, is ruby red. In the toasting process, it changes color and it becomes black.
Okay.
Then you soak this in water, you remove the exterior skin, and you have a white peppercorn. That is the seed of the peppercorn plant.
Are you talking about making your own peppercorn?
I mean,
I am sharing some insights here, for God's sakes.
Okay, for you very good chefs out there, that's great.
Hot pan.
Hot pan.
We're going to add the shallots.
Onions.
Wow.
Shallots. And yes, and if you don't have shallots, not the end of the world, you use onions. Use what you have in your kitchen, in your pantry, and create the flavors your way. Okay. We're going to heat this up a little bit. Why? Because we're going to...
it smells so good.
I know, doesn't it? That's the aftershave my wife bought me.
Oh, the onion.
It's called shallot. It's called shallot.
Shallot, yeah.
We're going to heat this up, and we're going to deglaze this pan with a little bit of cognac or brandy. I'm using...
You must let me. You must.
You ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
do the whole thing?
Don't let her sip it.
Go for it. Yes.
Oh!
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, baby. This is what we do.
When that happens in my kitchen, I don't celebrate.
And one of the things, everybody, notice, I left the pan on there. Absolutely, the alcohol is burning off right now.
How long until it dies out?
I'm going to show you something quick. You ready? You can do this much faster by just turning away. I mean, cutting off the oxygen. Look at this.
A little snuffer, a little candle snuffer.
And the party's over.
That's right.
Ooh.
So we're going to cook this to a glaze, and then we're going to use this as a foundation of our brandy peppercorn sauce, which is a classic. Okay? Let's see if there's any more alcohol left in here.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, almost lost your eyebrows.
Forget about my eyebrows. I smell like a chicken. The hair is all burned. Now, guys, don't freak out. Yeah, don't freak out when this happens in the kitchen. If you live close to a fire station, you're in luck.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Okay, this is gone.
I've actually burnt down a kitchen before with my cousin.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell that
Okay, don't do this. This sauce is not for you. Yeah. Now, what we're going to do here, we're going to add a little bit of beef broth.
Okay.
The difference between a broth and a stock, everybody, a broth has more of a residual ingredients within it that was used to create the broth. Okay. Stock is fully clear, has none of those residual. Take a little bit of broth and stock, pour it in a cup that you can see, and you see the difference that I'm talking about. This is beef broth. So we're going to reduce this to a glaze. It smells so good. Okay. After this, we're going to add and correct the consistency with a dash of cream. Any of your cream sauces, everybody, started with another liquid. Don't use cream as a foundation of your sauce. Start it and then mix the cream in later. Exactly, exactly. So that's what's going to happen. Meanwhile, when you go and sit at your desk with that dude, that handsome dude right next to you that is an awesome chef, I'll put this in the oven, finish cooking it, and make some asparagus, and we're going to do top with crab, and we're going to get Feker.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. Yes.
Ready? Go for it, baby.
Let's go. All right, 'tis the season for grandparents spoiling the grandkids. But is there ever a point where it just goes a little too far, when grandma and grandpa should back off? We're talking about it next. It might get us in trouble.